Alright, so once you get this thing in up by the bench, you want to make sure you get a nice container so when you tip it up, it you know, you got a catch pen to catch all the hydraulic oil. Alright, so working on getting this thing loose, and I got these homemade spanner wrenches one of my neighbors made, and they didn't really want to fit on here. I'm hoping it'll fit. There's another one down in here. Hoping it fits in that one, but I ended up just taking a pipe wrench and breaking this thing loose on the outside. So, got that gland out, and just kind of looking. I don't know if you can really see that in there, but there's an O-ring, black rubber O-ring. So we're gonna get an O-ring pick and get that pulled out. Okay. So, got this one out, and it does look like it's got a little something right there, although it never really was leaking from this end, so I don't really know if that mainly my problem is it won't lift anything. But now you can see in there, see it's got little holes that look pretty shot actually. That really sucks. I don't know if you can see how it's supposed to be just like a little hole, but it's all foobarred out. So this is my neighbor's homemade spanner wrench. What it is, a piece of pipe with a bigger piece of pipe, and I think they're drill bits that he cut and welded. And I've yet to use it, but he said it worked pretty good. You just kind of slip that over. So, not having, can't get this on there that good, so I'm gonna maybe get a little persuasion, try to knock that into those little pinholes a little bit better, so that way we can spin that gland out and then start taking the cylinder apart. So once you get this inner gland nut loose, a lot of the oil that's in here is going to want to come out. Even though you tilt it up, there's still a lot that's going to be in here. So just open it up, crack it open, put a pan underneath. I still kind of made a little bit of a mess there, but only do what you can do. Alright, so use the spanner wrench here to loosen up this cap here. So I'm going to set that down. And you know, I'm not even 100% sure this was assembled correctly. I'm not even sure if this O-ring, this big O-ring even goes in here. I think this might actually go on the outside. I think this might be this one here. So, but I'll have to, I found a website that has a exploded view of the part, so I'll have to take a look at that. But first, let's just get an O-ring pick and get these there we go. So let's try to keep this in order. Let's see, yeah, I suppose we'll put under, oh, that one's not that tight at all. Now, we're going to take this bugger, get that off. Okay. We'll get this O-ring. So this is just going over this is going to just tear this seal up that's in here, this wiper seal. If I can even get it over. See, there's a seal coming out this backside here. Or maybe that seal just needs to come out on its own. Okay. Look at there, taking those out made a heck of a difference. Just a little tap. You want to make sure when you're tapping, you're very gentle. Don't want to damage these threads at all. So, just small hammer, small hits. That's the name of the game. Alright, so now we got that out. Alright, so got my new wiper seal put in. And when you put it in, you kind of want it, because it's got a lip on it, you want it so it's pointing out, like this way. So that way, when the rod retracts and it's going like this, it'll push down on this and it'll clean everything. So none of that gets inside your hydraulic system. Little tip. You get some electrical tape. You just tape around this nice and tight, and you'll still have the ridges, but they won't be sharp. And you just have to wiggle and wiggle, and you'll get it over all those. So I'm gonna get this electrical tape, tape this up, and we'll see how that wiper seal with the gland with the wiper seal goes on. So I'm gonna do that. Got my electrical tape on the threads. Now we're gonna put some grease on there. I'm gonna try some of the spray grease. Last time I did this, I just put some oil on here. And you want your seal in the right position. Last thing you want to do is have to do this all over again. Kinda. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna spin it and push that way and see if I can get it to go over these threads. We got the wiper on, or the gland with the wiper seal in it. Got it over the tape. Kind of started to grab it towards the end a little bit, but that's alright. So got that on. Now we need to put our seals that go on the back side. And according to parts diagram here that I found, got your wiper gland, and they say number 3 is a V-ring. So we'll look in the kit here. Could be one of these. Well, I don't think it's that one because that's not. I think that goes in there. So I guess we'll put that one on first. We got 3 rings to choose from. So now we need 4, which 4 is a 3-inch outside diameter O-ring. The only thing is, there's a big one, or there's a little one. Hopefully, Cal, that's the right one. Guess if we get it back together and she leaks like a sieve, it's probably not the right one. Gland on there, that's good. Got the tape pulled off. Got the jam nut gland thing. I don't know what the hell you'd even call it. I'll probably put that one on. Okay, O-ring is on. I'm probably going to need two hands to get these off. So. Alright, so I got my blue, new blue seals put on. So that just goes on next. Then I think we need this other smaller O-ring. And then this bugger. Neighbor was telling me about a little trick to put this back together, and what you do is you get some masking tape. I got just some painter's tape, but you put that over the lip, so you go from this side up over down here, and you just do that all along, and then that'll keep that seal from grabbing the threads and tearing it up. My threads all taped up best I can. This painter's tape kind of sucks. I don't know if masking tape would have a better stick, or, you know, the same kind or whatever. I don't know. But we're going to give this a try. Bore the cylinder, the rod into the bore of the cylinder. There we go. Some of the tape fell apart. Still in there. So I'm going to get an O-ring pick and try to pick out that tape and get the rest of this stuff off. And yeah. So I was redoing the other cylinder, and when I pulled it out, I mean, there's all sorts of debris in this cylinder. And you see that? There's just tons of stuff in there. And when I pulled out the end, the piston, this is a condition of those seals. Like, literally just crumbles apart in your hands. So that would be why the loader wasn't really moving up. Wiper gland off this one that had that really bad seal. And you can see that wiper was in pretty tough shape. There's like a chunk missing there. So we got these rings with the groove in them. There's 3 of them. And 2 of them are kind of harder. One of them's kind of soft and flexible, more so than the others. So what you do is you sandwich that soft one in between the 2 hard ones. Like that. And I guess the hard ones, you can kind of see it's kind of got like a rougher look to it, compared to the soft one is just kind of like a smooth look to it. We got our wiper, the end gland with the wiper seal and those other seals. Now we just got to get this flat-sided one in. Put that on. There we go. Now we're ready for a bigger O-ring. Let's see here, I think it'll be that one there. You want a 3-inch diameter O-ring, is what it says in the parts books. There we go, got that all done on. Now we just need this gland here. You want to put it in that way. So now we're going to take this, put this on. You want the cone shaped out, or towards the thread, so got that on. That's down there. So now we got to work on putting the piston end together. So first you want to take your cap. That's done. So now take our piston part, and then we put our seals on there. You're going to want the cup facing away from the center. Like that. So then, you got this on, you got this on, but before you put this on, you gotta get an O-ring in here. So, go up here, and it's just gonna be one of these smaller, there's 2 of these smaller O-rings, and it'll be one of them. Both the same, so it doesn't matter which one. And that goes on like that, and you take the piston, slide that on like that. Get your other O-ring, put your O-ring on the end there, just like that. And then take your gland, which, yeah, this one looks pretty beat. I don't know what what in the heck happened. So I get that on, tighten that up.